irresistible body. Tight waist, toned legs, nice ass. She's an amazing smile, a feminine and flirty personality, and somehow actually gave her number to Timothy. Timothy has been talking to Brittany for 2 weeks over text and finds himself deeply in love. Timothy keeps asking Brittany questions, and even though she's not responding as quickly as he might like, she is responding nonetheless. Timothy is inquiring about things like her hobbies, favorite foods, ideal travel destinations, pets, and bucket list items. All the typical light-hearted stuff that people talk about when trying to get to know one another. But one day, Timothy musters up the courage to ask Brittany whether or not it would be okay with her if they were to meet up in person to hang out. He waits the typical 7 to 8 hours that she usually takes to respond to him, but nothing. So he waits another 8 hours, and another, and another. Days go by and Brittany has fallen off the face of the earth. What had Timothy done wrong? From Timothy's perspective, Brittany seemed relatively interested in him, but now she just disappeared, absolutely heartbroken. Timothy calls a close friend of his, Maximus. Maximus was a powerful man with drive, the golden V-taper, and always did well with the ladies. Timothy shows the entire conversation with Brittany to Maximus. Maximus thunderously bursts out laughing. Absolutely humiliated, Timothy inquires, "What's so funny?" I mean, look, Timothy had been nice, thoughtful, considerate, and speedy in his responses to Brittany. On top of that, he had asked her in the most courteous and considerate way, maybe if one day Brittany would be interested in potentially maybe meeting up with Timothy. But that was precisely where Timothy went wrong, Maximus would explain. In fact, Timothy had got it all backwards. Girls want to know that you as a man have a purpose in life that goes beyond just getting girls, something that's more important to you than just chasing tail. This is what it is to be masculine, to chase an actual mission. As a woman, it's hard to respect a man who has too much time on his hands to be her plaything. She wants to be with a Maximus, a man who has other, bigger, better things to do than to talk about the reason behind why she decided to name her poodle Bubbles. When you're initially talking to a girl, she's testing you to see whether or not she finds you interesting. Now, here is the key. Being interesting does not mean talking about what you find interesting all the time. For the most part, actually being interesting means that you're too busy being interesting to have surface level conversations all the time. To clarify that point, let me put it this way. You've heard that women like mysterious men and bad boys. Well, a mysterious man is a man who takes action and is not just sat around talking about it all the time. It's mysterious because there's so much going on, but there's not an abundance of verbal communication about it all the time, clarifying what it is that's happening. Now, a bad boy, on the other hand, is someone who acts of his own accord. He does not follow the lead of his woman or his parents or sometimes even the law. Now, shallow breathing smooth brains out there are gonna go and think that I'm telling you to become a criminal to attract girls. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just pointing out that both of these stereotypically attractive archetypes make it a point to go their own way. What Timothy was doing was making everything about her. What Timothy saw was being considerate and being nice and being timely. But what Brittany saw was boring, no ambition, and nowhere to be. And those things are not attractive to women. In short, girls lose attraction for you when they can tell that you have no purpose in life. You are a peasant chasing queens, not a king chasing crowns. But as you probably already know, queens are not interested in peasants. Queens are interested in kings. Now, Maximus knows that in order to keep Brittany's attraction, Timothy would need to put himself first. And that is the same advice that I am giving you right now. Set out a mission for your life and chase that mission. That is your priority. All of the classic advice that you hear about don't text her back right away or don't seem too interested. All of these things happen naturally when you are genuinely too busy chasing a mission and it makes you not always available. This is the key. Now use that key to open all the doors in your life. Now look, if you ignore this advice, you are ignoring one of the biggest opportunities that you have to get all of the Brittany's in your own life. But not only that, if you're in your 20s or approaching your 20s and ignoring this advice, you're in for a much bigger surprise than just missing out on Brittany. You are destroying your entire future. But I won't let that happen. And that's why I need you to watch the video that I'm gonna put up on your screen in a couple of seconds to make sure that you are not accidentally sabotaging what could be the best years of your life. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Spencer with Must Become. Always remember that your potential is your obligation. And so what you can become, you must become.